The Igbos, they are tired of this world called Nigeria. Hausa is not the problem, but the Igbos. Any Igbo can go against it. You can lambast me, you can insult me, it's not my business.
So before you get angry, say the pastor talk something, understand that not be everybody when we say wear cloth, fit talk, be human. Some, they follow their name, they follow them.
This so-called billionaire was just throwing people in prison. And when we got to prison, we found 9 people that had been put in prison by the same Ned Nwoko from it.
Just look, Regina. I love you, mommy.
All right, my people, welcome back again. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the time you're watching this particular video. So guys, let's delve into the matter of the day. Those short snippets also are the major focus. Stay tuned, watch the end, because I'm going to be playing the full video for you guys to take a look at. So the first snippet also, which is Primate Ayodele, who came out, made some statement against the people of the Igbo people, stating that the Igbos are the major problem of this country, whereas the Hausas and the Yorubas, are peaceful and they have no problem in, as regard to the issues surrounding the country called Nigeria. Now, the big man himself, Verydarkman, don't come out. They apologize to the Igbos, stating that the Igbos should not be offended or feel insulted or feel harmed in any way, because, of course, we know that Primate Ayodele has always been someone who has no shame, someone who has always come out, to make statement that I can't even relate to where this man comes out from to actually make this statement. Now, we know that the APC are looking for all possible means to retain their position. And one thing for sure that I've always been saying in this platform is that the government are trying to sow divisive, seed amongst all the ethnic groups to ensure that they do not come up with one voice that would actually lead to their exit in 2027. Now, one of those strategic steps they are taking is approaching some leaders from different angles of different tribes to ensure that these people conflict each other and ensure that there's no oneness among the people. This hateful speech is not the first time that Primate Ayodele is making this statement. No, he even made some statement against Peter Obi, stating that Peter Obi will never become the president of Nigeria. And in this same video, he has made it clear that the Igbos will never rule Nigeria because Igbos are greedy and wicked people, according to him. Now, he has also made it clear one time ago that Osimhen will not succeed in Turkish league, that is going to come back embarrassed and disgraced. This is the same man, in case you stumbled on that video. And also made some videos, I think a few days ago, not a few days ago, a couple of weeks ago, where he stated that Peter Obi can never become anything in Nigeria. He made it clear. And so, the big man himself, Verydarkman, he said that Nigerians should not take him serious, that he's only trying to sow some seed or try to actually get a connection from the present administration, APC. You understand that he's all doing all of this because of Clout and trying to gain attention and probably lure some bags into his account. Of course, you understand, get some cash from the present administration. But this is very, very bad for our nation, for the growth and oneness of this country. These are the things that bring separation and division among the people, and I'm sure he's aware of it. And the present administration will not arrest him because, of course, they are benefiting from what he's saying, because they know that if he continues like this, some people's minds will feel hurt, some people feel hurt, some people will feel like, okay, the Igbos are actually the problem of the country, and because of that, they should never be given the opportunity like other tribes are given opportunity in Nigeria. Now, and outside that, I'm going to play that video for you guys to take a look at. Also, the big one says Sowore has exposed the husband of should I say former husband or ex-husband of Regina Daniels. Of course, he made it clear that Ned Nwoko is a very, very wicked man who has over time been oppressing the people of Nigeria, including people from his villages. According to him, during the case of Sammy, the brother of Regina Daniel, whom Nedu got arrested, they discovered that there were 9 other people who were in detention, who has been locked up for a very long time by Nedu himself. Now, first of all, take a look at this video. Listen to waiting Primate Ayodele talk, after which I'll bring you the next video of Verydarkman. Don't forget to watch to the end, smash the like button, and share your opinion in the comment section.
The Igbos, they are tired of this world called Nigeria. Hausa is not the problem, but the Igbos. Any Igbo can go against it. You can lambast me, you can insult me, it's not my business. It gives me courage, it gives me more glory and blessing, your insult. Igbo, they are the problems of this country. They are desperate of power. They want to rule Nigeria at all cost. And I've not seen them ruling Nigeria, even in coming dispensation. Let them bring, when 10 trillion will come out. Igbos, they are betrayer of themselves. Igbo cannot control Nigeria. Let's be realistic. Let's be honest with ourselves. But they don't understand. Instead of them to seek wisdom, they are flexing muscle. And that's not the answer. That's what Tinubu does not even know. Obasanjo, who is advocating for them. They are the one who spoil it. All these Obasanjo, Yakubu Gowon, who are they? Many of them. So Obasanjo wants to make an amendment now. When it's too late. Tell the Baba to go and sleep. We can't make any amendments. Igbo, there is an error at the beginning. A course is on you. If you don't reverse that course, Igbo, you can't be president of anything in Nigeria. Note and underline wisdom, understanding, knowledge. That's all.
Taking this man serious, anyone who is actually taking this man serious, for me, the person just get time and energy to waste on this particular man, because, like I said earlier, he has come up with different prophecies, making some statements about different persons, different brand, different company, different individuals, all because of Clout. And I don't really understand what this man gains by coming out to actually try to brainwash and condemn people online. This is very, 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 very bad for us as a nation. It is bad because this kind of statement can actually lead to tribal war amongst the people. You understand? Some people will feel neglected. Some people will feel, okay, this person say this and nothing has been done. So because of that, what he says is actually true. And now the fact that this man has audience, yes, those people sitting in the church, in the name of church or whatever they are doing there, are his audience. They will go out there and be spreading hatred among themselves. I thought the church was supposed to preach love, peace, and unity, but it reaches the time of Primate Ayodele, it becomes a different thing. It becomes a tribal war. It becomes something that we can't even explain where it is coming from. The hatred from this man is very, very, outrageous. It is high time the government do something about it. People who practice hate speech should be arrested. Just like what was done during the time of Buhari, hate speech was banned, even though they did it in an illegal way, in a way of trying to silence the voice of Nigerians. This is no longer, a freedom of speech, because this is hatred, this is hate speech, and it should be condemned. A spade should be called a spade, because no one deserves to be treated like a trash. You understand? Now listen to what Verydarkman talk. Verydarkman has made it emphatically clear that this man belongs to the animal kingdom, and as such, we should not even take him serious. Listen to the video, stay tuned, because after this I'll bring you the next video of Sowore. Sowore has exposed a lot of things about Nedu, and also he stated it clear that he's not fighting for Regina, because Regina was one of those people who fought against him. But then he's fighting for human rights. As a Nigerian, he believes in equality, he believes in oneness, he believes in the equal rights of every person and individual. He went as far as exposing the fact that Nedu, and they call him Ned Nwoko, married Regina at a minor age of 17, and went as far as forging, certificates of birth and other voters card to clear his name, that Regina was about 20 or 21 years old, which we all know is lies. Regina was about 17 to 18 when Nedu got married to her. Take a look at the video, guys. Stay tuned. Don't forget to smash the like button, share this video, because a lot of people need to know what is going on.
All right, so you see, everything this man is saying is actually true. Everything he said in this video is true, but it depends on the perspective where you are looking at it from. Because I see a lot of people getting angry because he said Igbos outside is not the problem. Igbos are the problem of Nigeria. Everything he's saying is true. Depends on the perspective and the angle you are looking at it from. Now, what is the name of this pastor? The name of this man is Primate Ayodele. What is the meaning of primate? Let's quickly look at it. A primate is a mammal belonging to the order Primate, which includes lemurs. Lemurs, na King Julian for Madagascar. Lorises, tarsiers, monkeys, apes, So if you are looking at it from the animal perspective, what he's saying makes sense because of the class it belongs to. Now, we'll look at it again. It says, if you look at this one, primate, old world monkeys. So all this thing is perspective. In the animal kingdom, yeah, a human can also be a primate, but his type of humans. So before you get angry, say the pastor talk something, understand that not be everybody, when we say wear cloth, fit talk, be human. Some, they follow their name, they follow them. He's a primate. Now, from the human angle, he said the Igbos are the problem. The Hausas are not the problem. I don't know why he needed to do a comparison, but obviously he's trying to instigate, trying to cause tribalism, trying to set the Igbos up by saying that he's Yoruba. He's saying the Hausas are not the problem, so that the Hausa will support within in one talk. Do you understand? But if we're going to look at the problem of Nigeria, our major problem is insecurity, and that is why investors are running. That is why investors are running. People don't want to invest because they don't know if tomorrow they'll kidnap their manager or they'll throw bomb for their place. Investors keep running away from Jos, from Benue, and a lot of these other states where they are like Boko Haram and terrorism. So one of our major problems in Nigeria, if we can solve it, 60% of the problem in Nigeria is done. Then we have people's problem. Because the Nigerians are as messed up as the politicians. Take for instance, when they do the case of Ediri, where by Justice sister, we go mortuary, I won't record video. One guy felt the need that I needed to bribe him. Do you understand? To make video. You they suffer. You they suffer. I mean, I have the right to say, no, I'm not going to pay, but I just don't want to stress myself like that. Okay, no what? I go outside the gates, go down. Because when I go, they say, no, if you do that, I say, no need. Make I go. We all have a problem. We just want to take advantage of one another. We have people's problem. We have insecurity problem. Before we even go up to the leader, the people have a problem. They only see wrong in something if it affects them. If it does not affect them, they don't think at it. They don't look at it as a problem. If you think we only have a leader problem, then you have a problem. So this particular man is just talking from a beneficial angle to him because, of course, you know, APC government, they will definitely approach him instead of arresting him for trying to instigate violence, tribal war, or bringing him in, because this one too now, low-key an act of terrorism, you know. But they will not bring him in. Because APC, if you like, buy 1,000 people. So far say you support them, they are good. So this man is pitching himself so that 2027 they'll come meet him as a staunch APC supporter. Because I've seen a lot of things the man do. And I keep wondering, how do you preach this type of things in church? Churches, you are meant to preach love, togetherness. But in this guy's church, division, he just projects, says a lot of nonsense about people. Now he talk about Osimhen, say Osimhen no go do this, Osimhen no go do that. Now Osimhen is the highest goal scorer in the UEFA Champions League, where we have Haaland and where we have Mbappe and a lot of great players. So it means that you just open your mouth and you just talk. But like I said again, judging from your name, you are not part of us. You know, you're talking from the animal point of view. And we are humans. We have superior and dominion over animals. So people that watch this and are angry, please, it's coming from the animal point of view. Do not take him serious. The animal point of view. Thank you very much. Igbos are the problem. This one is the problem. This one, why would you even say something like that? You see, this is why I say, for me, if person like me get power, you see, churches go cease to exist. You can only practice in your room. Monks, I don't want even hear Allah Akbar anywhere. I'm not going to do it for a sound. If I hear Allah Akbar, or in Jesus' name I pray for anywhere, shut down, because you people are the major problems. You preach to your advantage, to where you get the money. go to advanced countries, you see their medicine working, you go there for medicals, you go there for school and everything. Do you see them carry microphone and shout Allahu Akbar? Do you see them carry a microphone to shout in Jesus' name? Do you see people crowd gathering in one place saying that they want to go and pray to God for God to heal them? You know, it's quite sad. But then again, please don't let this man instigate or put something in you, right? He's doing his thing in the animal kingdom.
Alright, my people, welcome back again. I don't hear that from Verydarkman. I mean, big shout out to Verydarkman and everyone who's actually lending their voice, condemning the statement released by Primate Ayodele. Like you heard him say, hey, this man should not be taken serious. Verydarkman just finished the man, of course. These are the kind of things that we need to begin to actually look into in this country if we must grow collectively. Yes. Leaving one sector out of the country's affair will lead to crisis. It will lead to lack of development. It will lead to imbalance in the system. Of course, we cannot take the eyes out of the face or the body of a human being and expect the human being to function properly. Neither can you take the ear from the man and expect balance. Neither can you take the sense of smell and expect balance. Neither can you take the sense of taste and expect balance. So, the body parts needs each other, needs to complement each other for proper balancing and for proper growth. This is what the country is all about. No sector is better than any other sector. Nobody is better than anybody. No one is more Nigerian than any Nigerian. All of us are equal, and as such, we must be treated as supposed to be. This is why I continuously condemn these Fulani herdsmen who go around, buying Nigerians, and yet they still enjoy immunity much more than any others, tribe or area in this country. It is bad. We need to end double standard in government, and this is one of the things that we are preaching against. We must rise to the occasion and begin to speak the truth, because it is only the truth that can set this country free and set us on the right path of progress and prosperity. Now, the big man himself, which is another video we'll be talking about, Sowore, over time, no matter how you see him, whether it's the person you support or not, Sowore has been doing his work not as a politician but as a Nigerian, and almost sometimes I think he looks like a human activist, because he's always standing up for the rights and freedom of people, making sure that nobody is oppressed or suppressed in this country. This is the way it's supposed to be. Fight, they say an injustice for one is injustice for all, and we must rise up to condemn every act of criminality in governance perpetrated by our leaders, both big and small. So Ned Nwoko over time has been stepping over his boundaries. You understand? Just like what seun, the Minister of FCC, is doing all over the country. And I'm so glad that he has even received a ban. So Ned Nwoko is not left out among the corrupt politicians in Nigeria who has been trampling and stepping upon the rights of different individuals in this country. Now, Sowore also has made it clear that his agenda is to ensure that he brings him to book, to justice, and ensure that, he does not operate, his license of operation as lawyer in Nigeria and in the United Kingdom is taken away from him because he's committing crimes in the name of being a lawyer. Take a look at the video, guys. Watch the end, because a lot of message has been passed, and this is not just for against Ned Nwoko alone. It is against every politician who stands for oppression. Yes, they have been taking away the resources meant for the general public, and they are eating all of them. And Nigerians are keeping quiet, but then now trying to unlawfully detain them. Nobody should be subjected to police brutality for any purpose or any reason. These are the things that we Nigerians are fighting for. We must rise above this. Now, there are some issues circulating all over the country that we need to talk about. But first of all, look at this video. Stay tuned, watch the end, subscribe to the channel so that you get notified when videos like this drop, and watch the end, and see you later, guys.
Guys, when I say I'm with an iconic living female legend, I'm not capping. Just look. Gina. I love you, mommy. I love you too. Thank you, ma. Oh.
This so-called billionaire was just throwing people in prison. And when we got to prison, we found 9 people that had been put in prison by the same Ned Nwoko from his village. if you guys paid attention to it, there was a time Ned Nwoko also went and hijacked one lady's father. The lady was crying all over social media that Ned has ruined a lot of lives using the police force. Anybody who is a public figure, who is in political office, our duty first and foremost is to hold them to account, no matter how powerful they are. We have found out also that he has done cross-border prostitution by bringing in underage girls from places like Morocco to Nigeria. These are international sex trafficking crimes. So his license is also our target, that he's not allowed to practice law both in Nigeria and the UK. You must understand that I'm not fighting for Regina Daniels. I'm fighting against abuse of office by a Nigerian senator who is colluding with the Nigeria police and who has had a history of using the police to oppress people. Right? Regina Daniels' issue came to my attention when her husband arrested a TikToker named Timothy Gabriel. His TikTok name is Tuma, because they claim that Tuma accused Regina Daniels of having kids that do not belong to this particular senator. The senator procured the Nigerian police, particularly the FCT command, got Tuma arrested and sent him to prison. They eventually brought Tuma to court after we protested, and Tuma was granted bail but could not meet his bail condition for 4 months. When he came out, he had been battered so bad, he was forced to apologize to Regina Daniels' husband, Senator Ned Nwoko. His real name is Chinedu Nwoko, but he abbreviated it to Ned. So when again Senator Ned Nwoko got Regina Daniels' brother arrested, apparently for cybercrime and defamation of character as they claim, I was contacted, not by their family. And when I was contacted, most people said, well, you don't have to fight for this guy because they had been fighting against you. And I said, no, it doesn't matter. I know Ned Nwoko. Ned Nwoko was the person I fought some 5 years back when he was prosecuting falsely and oppressively a lady known as Jaruma who used to sell aphrodisiacs on Instagram. So I heard about Jaruma, never met Jaruma before, but I felt it strange that this so-called billionaire was just throwing people in prison. In 2021, I was also arrested. That time not by Ned Nwoko, but I was arrested by the Nigerian police, accused of doing a protest on New Year's Eve. And when we got to prison, we found 9 people that had been put in prison by the same Ned Nwoko from his village, because they said when young people were fighting against him for stealing their land to set up what is now known as his sports university. We fought and helped these guys to get out. Later on, if you guys paid attention to it, there was a time Ned Nwoko also went and hijacked one lady's father. The lady was crying all over social media that Ned has ruined a lot of lives using the police force and using his power. And one thing people must know in Nigeria is that anybody who is a public figure, who is in political office, our duty first and foremost is to hold them to account, no matter how powerful they are. And when I heard that Ned had pounced on his in-laws, I immediately got involved in it. In fact, as at the time he arrested Regina's brother, I was declared wanted in Lagos for participating in the protest. So I had to run from Lagos to come to Abuja, and by the time I got to Abuja, we had already arranged a lawyer to fight for him. That is Samuel Ojogo, that's Regina's brother. And we were able to get him freed on Monday after spending about 3 nights in detention in an unjust and unlawful and illegal manner. So after freeing him, I discovered that Ned had other plans in place to arrest Regina's mom. He had intercepted Regina's phone calls and was going to use it against her. He was planning to reveal and release her private chats and private parts in the open. And as someone who is an advocate for for respect for human rights and dignity, there's no way I can sit back, even when so many people will say, well, why would you care about a girl who was part of the oppressive system that you've been fighting against? Well,
all right, my people, welcome back again. Thank you for staying tuned and for watching up to this point. So I believe you have a lot of things to say concerning the video you've been watching. Do wait to share it on the comment section. Don't forget to smash the like button above, subscribe to the channel, and also turn on your notification button so that you get notified when videos like this drops. Yes. So, like I said earlier, an injustice for one is injustice for all. Sowore has become someone who has been the pillar of truth in Nigeria, always speaking up for the Nigerian people. Whether he has an ulterior motive or not, the fact remains that what he does is for the benefit of Nigeria. I mean, Sowore has been chastised, Sowore has been beaten, Sowore has been nearly killed by the Nigerian DSS and police officers who are always chasing after him because he's always exposing all their atrocities. Yes, still, same Sowore has been protesting also for the rights of the police officers, because according to him, he believes that if the police are treated well, probably they will give out good things to Nigerians. They will behave as supposed to be. But we don't really know what the Nigerian problem is all about. These people are just like women that cannot be pleased sometimes. You just can't please Nigerian police. You don't even know what they really want and even what to do at some point. Nigerian police, aside police brutality, has been involved in so many crimes. And yet, they parade themselves as officers of the law, parade themselves as a custodian of the law, but they are not obeying the law. This is fact. Ned Nwoko should not be practicing law in Nigeria or any part of this world with all the atrocities he has committed, with everything he has done. The most painful part of it is that he knows the law. He knows what the law says and he's doing the opposite of the law. Why will you lock up somebody using police and lock up the person for how many days without the court, a verdict on the matter? Charge the person to the courts within 24 hours. That is the constitution. That is the law of Nigeria. But they will go as far as using their position to exact punishment on innocent people who seems to be, incapacitated in some way or the other, who does not have the same capacity that they have. Imagine Sammy West, who is a musician. Imagine if he was as influential as Burna Boy, Davido, Wizkid, Techno, or Vadu, or the big man himself, or Lamide Badu. Can he do that? No. He knows that this guy has not gotten that level of influence. This is why he was able to do this. I mean, the names of those celebrities I've just mentioned, he can't even dare. He can't dare do that to them. This is why we are preaching against double standard in government. A government that favors the wealthy people and the poor are being, left to die in hunger, starvation, are being left, the laws, they are making the laws for the less privileged, those who they know cannot live above the law. Because in Nigeria, there's no law. All they do is actually, do whatever they feel they can do because they have the connections, especially when they are in the present administration and probably that they want in power and the power favors them. So what do you expect? This is the act of criminality that we are all preaching against. Well, guys, let me know your opinion in the comment section regarding Primate Ayodele statement about the Igbos, and also this video you just finished watching regarding Regina Daniel's husband. Don't forget to smash the like button, share this video, and also subscribe. Thank you for watching, guys, and see you all on my next videos.